Alright, so you can only add and subtract radical expressions if they have like radicals. So let me put that in writing here and show you what I mean. Have like ADICL. Okay, so what do I mean by like radicals? Well, if I have a problem like the square root of 5 plus the square root of 3, these radicals are not exactly alike. One of them is the square root of 5, one of them is the square root of 3. I can't simplify this anymore. But if I have negative 3 times the square root of 7 plus 4 times the square root of 7, those two radicals are alike. So I can add the numbers, I can add or subtract the numbers that are being multiplied by those two radicals. So that is the same thing as negative 3 plus 4 times the square root of 7, which would be 1 times the square root of 7, better known as the square root of 7. Works the same way with cube roots. So if I have 2 times the cube root of 2 minus 8 times the cube root of 2, those are like radicals, so I can so that is the same thing as 2 minus 8 times the cube root of 2, which would be negative 6 times the cube root of 2. Doesn't change if I have variables like 5 times the square root of x plus 3 times the square root of x is 5 plus 3 is 8 times the square root of x. The only time they get a little tricky is when the radicals aren't simplified. So then you get something like, let me find a good one here, 3 times the square root of 20 minus the square root of 45 plus 8 times the square root of 80. And it looks like these can't be simplified. Looks like we can't combine any of these square roots, but we better simplify all the square roots, and then we'll see, yeah, some of these are going to combine. Okay, so 20, that's 2 times 10. 10 is 2 times 5. So, no, don't. No. Oh, yes, if that had been a 20, yes, then you would have combined them first before you simplified. Good question. So this is 3 times, pull out this 2, times the square root of 5. 45 is 9 times 5. 9 is 3 times 3. Get to pull that 3 out, so this is minus 3. The 5 was left over, times the square root of 5. Plus 8 times 80 is 2 times 40. 40 is 2 times 20. 20 is 2 times 10. 10 is 2 times 5. Pull out that pair of 2, that pair of 2. So 8 times 2 times 2 And I got a 5 left over times the square root of 5. Oh, now they can be combined. Come on, go down a little bit. There we go. So this is 6 times the square root of 5 minus 3 times the square root of 5 plus 32, thank you, times the square root of 5. Oh, I can add them all. So 6 minus 3 is 3 plus 32 is 35 times the square root of 5. And that's all today's lesson is. So that's not bad. You want to see another one? Truly, you want to see another one? Okay. One more. I want to figure out one. Let's see. Okay. Let's go the square root of 50 plus the square root of 3 minus 5 times the square root of 18. 50, that's 2 times 25. 25 is 5 times 5. So the square root of 50 is 5 times the square root of 2. Square root of 3 does not simplify. 18 is 2 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. So this becomes minus 5 times 3 times the square root of 2. So this is 5 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 3 minus 15 times the square root of 2. I can only put together the square root of 2's. So 5 minus 15 is negative 10 times the square root of 2. Square root of 3 can't be combined with anything else, so I just add it on plus the square root of 3. And that's my whole answer.